Virgo, um, so, okay, I gotta take a breath because the feeling I got just sitting here getting ready to talk to you right now is heavy. It's emotional. I feel it in my chest. Like I can feel what you've been carrying. And honestly, honestly, my chest is tight just thinking about it. Thinking about how hard you've been working on yourself, how much you've been trying to heal, how exhausted you are from pretending everything's okay when it's not. And before we even start this reading, I need you to know one thing. I need you to hear me when I say you are not alone in this. You really aren't. I know it feels like that sometimes. I know it feels like no one sees how hard you're trying, how much you've grown, how different you are now from who you used to be, but I see it, Spirit sees it, and everyone here in this Virgo family, we see it, and we're so proud of you. So proud of you for still being here, for still choosing yourself even when it's hard, for still believing that there's something better for you no matter what you've been through. And I'm even tearing up just saying this because I read your comments. I read them all, and I get up sometimes at like 1 a.m. just crying, literally crying, because you're all so brave, so vulnerable, so real about your pain and your healing, and that takes so much courage. That takes so much strength to just keep going, keep showing up, keep believing in yourself when life has tested you so hard. So thank you. Thank you for trusting me to share your stories. Thank you for the likes, the subscriptions, the comments. Thank you for being part of this space where we tell the truth and don't perform. Okay, so this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You know, what's yours and what's not. And before anyone gets confused about this title, before anyone starts thinking I'm about to predict who's coming or when something's happening, let me be crystal clear right now. That's not what this is. That's not what we do here. We don't do predictions. We don't talk about the future. We talk about now. We talk about the work you're doing right now, the patterns you're breaking right now, the way you're showing up differently right now, and how that changes everything about what you attract, about what you allow, about what you're available for. So if you're here waiting for me to tell you when someone's showing up or who they are, you're in the wrong place. But if you're here to understand yourself better, to heal deeper, to grow stronger, then sit down, get comfortable, because we're going deep, deep today. So this theme, this new beginning with someone that adores you truthfully and secretly, energy and see, tell me, Virgo, I need to redirect this cause, as obvious as titles like this sound to you, that someone's secretly in love with you. I love you because someone's going to confess. That's your surface level. That's not your actual reading. That's not the part that causes the soul to cool, the depth of the message. And what Spirit is screaming to me of for you right now is that you are on the verge of a new partnership, a new journey, a new beginning with the one that's been adoring you in secret this all time, because it's actually you. Oh, it's you as usual, V, that's been holding this quiet love for yourself all this time, because there's actually this belief that maybe you do have something to offer. Maybe you are worthy of more. Maybe you're not so broken as you believed you to be. And this quiet love that you've been carrying for yourself is about to be revealed now so that you may find it. So first card and the Fool appears. And oh my God, Virgo, the Fool is new beginnings, standing at the edge of a cliff with a little dog and a bundle and just stepping off into the unknown with this look of utter faith and utter trust. And what this is telling me, what's coming through so powerfully, is that right now, you are being called to beginning again, to start over, not with someone else, but with yourself, to take all you've learned, all you've survived, all you've become, and say, okay, I'm ready to try anew. Okay, I'm ready to trust anew. Okay, I'm ready to believe in new possibilities again. even though I'm afraid of the uncertainty, even though I can't see the ending, despite the fact that every logical part of my brain is screeching, go away, go protect yourself, stay safe. And the reason I am showing you this card and the reason I am addressing this Fool energy is because, Virgo, you have been so hurt, so burned, so betrayed that you stopped being the fool. You stopped taking big leaps. You stopped trusting your instincts. You overthought everything, analyzing everything, protecting yourself from everything. And that kept you safe, but it also kept you stuck. It kept you from allowing any new thing in your experience, allowing any real thing to happen. And what is happening now, and what the new start energy is bringing to you, is that you finally feel safe enough in yourself to be the fool again, to take risks, to be vulnerable again. Not because you are naive, because you have healed enough so you can handle everything that comes. My hands are shaking right now, which happens when the energy is really, really intense. Okay, so let me pull what this secret love energy really is, what you've been hiding from yourself. And the Two of Cups appears. And wait, the Two of Cups is partnership, is mutual respect, is two people looking at each other as equals and offering their cups. And what I'm getting, what's downloading right now, is that the secret love, the thing you've been hiding, it's your belief that you're worthy of reciprocity, that you deserve someone who matches your energy, who shows up for you the way you show up for them, who loves you the way you love them. And Virgo, you've been keeping this belief secret. You've been hiding it even from yourself because it felt dangerous. It felt like setting yourself up for disappointment. Because here's the thing, this is what I learned in 2017 when I was healing myself. When you have been in places where you have given and given and given and gotten nothing, where you have loved as hard as you can, and you get crumbs where you have showed up as fully as you can and get half-assed effort, you start to think that's just how it is. You start to think that is what you deserve. That's the best you can hope for. And if you allow yourself to believe that you actually deserve more, that that's what you are worthy of, it feels like you've broken a deal with reality. It feels like you are selfish, demanding, believes. That is when you keep it to yourself. You keep that feeling to yourself, keeps that desire for real love, real partnership, real reciprocity to yourself. And the advice here, the real developmental work, is to bring that secret out, to say it out loud to yourself, if no one else. I deserve reciprocity. I deserve partnership. I deserve someone who loves me the way I love them. And Virgo, I know that feels vulnerable. I know it feels like jinxing it or setting yourself up. But here's the truth. Here's what you need to understand. Keeping your desires secret doesn't protect you. It just keeps you from recognizing them when they show up. It keeps you from being available for what you actually want because you're so busy pretending you don't want it. Wait, let me pull what this "they're doing" energy means, because I know the title says, but they're doing this, and I need to address it. I need to clarify what that actually means. And then the Eight of Pentacles appears, and oh, Virgo, the Eight of Pentacles is work, is devotion, is someone sitting there creating pentacle after pentacle, perfecting their craft. And what Spirit is showing me, what this card is revealing, is that the they in this reading, it's not some external person. It's you. You're the one doing something. You're the one working. You're the one building. And what you're doing, what you're actively doing right now, is creating the foundation for a different kind of love, a different kind of relationship, a different kind of connection. Four of Cups, boredom and discontent, feeling unfulfilled, apathy and boredom from too long doing something, focusing on what is absent instead of what's present, noticing only the flaws or the negatives. And this is where I got to give y'all some real talk, some harsh truth. Because when you upchaining, when you in the process of healing, of growing, of shedding old behaviors, There's a part of you that want to see how it pay off right now. You want to verify that this work is doubtless going to work. And Virgo, I know, I really do. But here's what my grandmother told me before she passed, Miss Virgo. She told me, baby, you don't plant a seed and dig it up every day to check and see if it's growing. You water it, you give it sun, you trust the process, and that's what you're doing right now with this energy. You planting seeds, you doing work, you're building something way plan. You can't see it right now, but that doesn't mean nothing's happening. So the message, the psychological work you need to do here is to trust your process, to honor your effort, to know that every boundary you set, every standard you uphold, every time you choose yourself, it's all in construction. And it's creating a platform for a completely different experience of love and connection, a Virgo experience. You can't make it happen any faster than the universe feels comfortable. You can't hasten growth or demand healing happen in the time frame you prefer, because transformation happens in layers and waves and in moments you don't notice until you look back and think, actually, I used to react like this. I used to accept that. Oh, wait, I'm a little different now. Okay, so let me see what loving you madly really means, what the circumstances about, what I'm sensing, and I'm pulling in the star, and take a look at this card. Take a look at this woman, naked, raw, vulnerable, pouring water from 2 cups, and the stars above her. There's hope, there's healing, there's this feeling of finally being able to breathe. And what Spirit's just telling me, what's coming through, so crystal clear, loving you madly. It's not about obsession. It's not about intensity. Loving you madly is about loving you whole, loving you truly, loving you in all of your messy mortalius, loving you, Virgo, loving you like that is really loving yourself madly, not conditionally, not when you fixed all your wounds and look perfect again, but now today's the day. Today's the day. Today, as you are, and the work, the real understanding that needs to take place is that you've been waiting. You've been waiting to be loved by someone else madly so that maybe you can finally believe you're worthy of it, so that maybe you can finally feel safe enough to love yourself. But Virgo, it doesn't work that way. It works in reverse. You have to love yourself madly first. You have to see yourself clearly first. You have to accept all your parts first, and then you become magnetic. You attract people who can match that energy, who can love you the way you've learned to love yourself. Wait, my cat just jumped on the table and knocked over my pen. She always knows when I'm getting too serious. Always. Okay, so what I was saying is that this star energy is about you healing in secret, you growing in private, you doing this internal work that nobody sees, that nobody validates, that nobody applauds, and it is hard. It's so hard to keep going when there's no external evidence that it's working. But Virgo, this is the work that matters most. This is the work that changes everything, not the public transformation, not the dramatic before and after, but the quiet daily choice to show up for yourself, to be gentle with yourself, to love yourself, even when it feels impossible. Okay, so let me pull one more card, one more piece of guidance about this new start energy, and the Strength card comes up. And oh my God, Virgo, Strength is this woman gently closing a lion's mouth, not with force, not with violence, but with calm, with inner power. And look at the infinity symbol above her head. Look at how centered she is. And what this is showing me, what the message is right now, is that your new start, it requires a different kind of strength. Not the strength to fight, not the strength to control, not the strength to force things to happen, but the strength to be soft, the strength to be patient, the strength to trust, the strength to stay open even when you're scared. And here's the practical part. The thing you need to do today, now, is to practice being kind with yourself, to practice being patient with your process, to practice believing that you're worthy of love, real love, reciprocal love, with no proof, no promises, no knowing how it's going to end. And Virgo, I know that's asking a lot. I know your mind wants certainty. It wants control. It wants to examine every possibility before you leap. But the world is not like that. Love is not like that. Healing is not like that. Sometimes you got to jump. You just have to believe. Because here's the thing for you, Virgo. Here's what nobody ever says about new beginnings, about starting over. It's frightening. It's so very frightening because you remember how the last one ended. You remember how it made you feel. You remember how you swore you'd never do that again. But here you are being asked to be so very stupid again, to be open again, to have faith again, to expect the best again. And every fiber of your being is crying, no, don't do it. Stay safe. Stay in control. Stay sheltered. But Virgo, that's fear talking. That's shit you've been through talking. That's all of your old programming just trying desperately to keep you exactly where you are by making you afraid to go. And you need to recognize that for what it is, Virgo. You need to thank it for trying, but then you need to live differently. And I'm telling this from experience from 2019 when I was faced with my own moment of I can stay on the sidelines or I can risk opening up again, when I was so comfortable keeping everything to myself that I almost missed it. I nearly missed the chance to experience something authentic, something mutual, something beautiful, because I was too busy protecting myself from something that hadn't even happened, until someone I trusted looked me in the eye and said, Anna, you can't live your whole life bracing for the worst. At some point, you're going to have to risk hoping for the best. And it was then that I remembered how long it's been since I've let anything decent get close to me. This is all the developmental work. This is where the real growth is. Learning how to know the difference between your intuition and your fear. Learning how to distinguish between your interior voice reminding you that this is not good for you and your trauma interior voice reminding you that everything is bad. Learning how to open your heart without completely succumbing to your discernment. Learning how to be vulnerable without being naive. All of this is advanced work, mentor work. This is master level emotional intelligence work. It is the difference between healing and simply constructing a more formidable wall of protection around yourself. And you are ready for it. You are so ready for it. You've done the work. You have absorbed the lessons. You have earned this new beginning. So here's what I need from you. Here's what I need you to promise me. I need you to comment below. Just type, I am worthy of love. Just those 5 words, because I want you to claim it. I want you to stop hiding this truth. Stop keeping it secret. Stop acting like wanting love, deserving love, being worthy of love is something to be ashamed of. And when you type it, I want you to truly feel it. Feel what arrives. Feel the resistance. Feel the fear. Feel the hope. And say it anyway. Say it even when it feels untrue. Say it until it becomes your life. And see, being worthy of love doesn't mean you're perfect. Doesn't mean you've fixed everything. Doesn't mean you don't fuck up. It just means you're human. It means you exist. It means you're here trying your best. And that is enough. That has always been enough. And the people that made you think otherwise, the circumstances that made you question your value, they were untruths. They were projections. They were a reflection of their inability, not of your worth. And Virgo, you need to distinguish that. You need to know that you can be worthwhile and still be turned down. You can be glamorous and still be blanked. You can be a part of the package and still be let down because of other people's whims, because of other people's shortcomings, because of their inability to spot the treasure when they see it. That says nothing about you. So stay magic, Virgo. Stay in this Fool energy of starting something new. Bring that 2 of Cups, reciprocity, desire out of hiding. Keep doing your 8 of Pentacles work. Step into that star healing. Be this strength, gentle, and remember this new beginning. It's not with somebody else, it's with yourself. It's you finally loving yourself madly, loving yourself fully, loving yourself the way you deserve to be loved. And when you do that, When you honestly do that, everything shifts. Not because the world shifts, but because you do. Because you stop accepting less. Because you stop hiding your light. Because you stop keeping your value a secret. And you start living as the glorious person you've always been.